for Akademiks, and check it out. Now, these rappers are motherfucking petty, man. Now, I'm over here thinking niggas is concerned with Pac and niggas is speaking up for Pac. But in more and more situations, I'm realizing niggas is only speaking up because the nigga that says something about Pac, they don't like, okay? Now, YFN Lucci and Young Thug, man, these niggas just don't fuck with each other. Basically, it stems from back in the day when YFN Lucci tried to donkey fuck Young Thug's baby mama. Not actually baby mama, his motherfucking fiance. And yes, Young Thug do got a fiance. Despite all the flexible shit, he has a fiance. Her name is Jerica. Now, back in the day, YFN Lucci, he was a savage out here texting all these thoughts on Instagram, and he happened to hit up Jerica, which is Young Thug's bae. Okay, now, were they together at the time? I don't know. However, about a year ago, he made it clear on Instagram and on Twitter. He said, listen, man, yo bitch wanted me. I was texting her. She wanted to get this work. Okay, now, Young Thug didn't like that he said that. Young Thug was on some shit like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Number one, yo, listen, man, if this is your way to come up, bad way to go. Okay, also, you ain't piped my chick out. And of course, we had YFN Lucci that tried to make it specific, like, yo, I piped her out on the fucking couch. Okay, the fucking chinchilla couch. So, these two ain't been rocking for a while. Okay, they've been taking shots back and forth. Also, we realized that YFN Lucci, when asked in interviews, he didn't want to speak on Thug because a lot of people said he was kind of like, quote unquote, clout chasing, like he was trying to get a come up. Now comes this Pac thing, right? Where we had Young Thug, to me, just jumped out the motherfucking window when he said he wanted to become the Thug that Pac didn't get to become. He said with him dropping Easy Breezy, Beautiful Thugger Girls, he feels he's becoming the Thug Pac didn't get to become. Now, when YFN Lucci actually responded to that, and he said, listen, man, yo, Pac would have never worn no dress, you fucking clown, right? That's when Young Thug kind of got mad. Young Thug got triggered. He actually said, man, Buster, stop playing. He says, man, you little mad or you big mad, peon. He says, thank God you able to take care of your mama and be humble. Doing too much could become a deep sleep. Okay, now first and foremost, let's just get the Pac thing out of the way, because I'm telling you, this really is not about Pac. These two don't like each other, okay? Now, would Pac have wore a dress or a skirt in 2017 if he was alive? Keep in mind, if he was alive now, he'd be 46. He would have had a full career, full life, in a sense, right? Would he have worn a dress? I don't know. Pac wore the corsets. He wore some shit that I wouldn't wear. He wore it for his artistic expression. Supposedly, that's the same reason why Thug wears it too, or wore it too. However, Thug is a little bit flexible with that. Thug looked like he enjoyed rocking that shit. I don't know. I can't co-sign a man wearing a dress, but I can't speak to what Pac would have wore or what he would have not wore. So I can't really even get into saying Pac would have definitely not wore a dress after seeing what he did wear in the past. But I will say this, the difference between Young Thug and Pac is not their dressing choice, okay? It's not their fashion sense. It's all about what they stand for. Pac actually stood for something, while Young Thug seems like he stands for nothing but designer belts and motherfucking diamond chains. It's a whole different ball game. Pac was representing a whole group of people who didn't have a voice, while Young Thug looked like he's only representing the LGBT community. He looks like he gives no fucks about anything else that's going on that socially people are aware of and care about. We saw what happened when the Mike Brown situation happened, and he said rappers should only speak about getting iced up and flossed out and shouldn't really get into politics. And he might be right, because these niggas ain't got shit to say. But Pac and Young Thug, they are two different people on two different hemispheres. We can't compare them in that sense. But let's get back to YFN Lucci and Young Thug. This is a whole problem between them, all right? Now, supposedly there's some street shit that went on between them too, okay? I don't want to get into that. However, these motherfucking two individuals right here, I'm not too sure if there'll ever be a beef between them, but it's just really two niggas that don't like each other. Of course, YFN Lucci's on the come up. To me, he should have made the XXL list. He has a lot of buzz. That song with PNB Rock, Every Day We Lit, one of my favorite songs recently. However, he didn't. Okay, doesn't stop his buzz, doesn't stop his grind, but he's definitely now on the level of a Young Thug to compete. He can't really match accolades, and to be honest, I got to keep it 100. I don't think his talent even matches Young Thug's talent. So when he does things like this, that's why you'll have people say he's kind of clout chasing or hating, and that's why when he's asked about it, he kind of like defers, because he wants to build his career off his own name, not just being mentioned with Young Thug or being a person I don't like Young Thug. Again, this wasn't really about Pac. Also, it's clear that Tupac is not motherfucking Young Thug, right? Because Tupac stood for something to me. I don't see Thug standing for much of anything, right? However, clothing choices, I can't really pick. I don't know what Tupac would have wore. I can't really vouch for nobody in terms of what they would have wore or not. Okay, I can only do it for myself, right? However, the problem is between these two individuals. And supposedly, man, YFN Lucci, he was claiming that he piped out Young Thug's girl. Okay, that's what it is, man. All these beefs be starting over women. Women always get dragged into it, don't they? Get in the comments, guys. Like them, subscribe to boy Akademiks. What do you guys think, man? Would Pac have worn a dress in 2017 if he was alive? I know it sounds ridiculous as a question, but Pac did wear a corset, and he wore it in terms of being kind of creative and also being artistic. You let me know, though. Get in the comments, guys. Like them, subscribe to boy Akademiks.